Now, Chile's military says the coronavirus has reached a research station in Antarctica. At least 36 people have been infected at their Bernardo O'Higgins base following an outbreak earlier this month. The announcement means the pandemic has now reached every continent on Earth. Antarctic bases have been under strict quarantine.
Antarctica, one of the last truly pristine places on Earth. Several nations maintain research centres here. Chile's Bernardo O'Higgins base is permanently staffed and run by its military. Until now, researchers on the continent thought they'd largely escaped the coronavirus pandemic. Then Chile's military announced the first cases. A PCR test showed that 36 men tested positive for COVID-19, of which 26 were army personnel and 10 were civilians from a contracting company doing scheduled maintenance work. Army officials confirmed another 21 people aboard a Navy supply ship had been infected. And one more case was detected at a nearby research village where the Navy ship had docked. Surrounded by icebergs and oceans, the research stations here are some of the most remote on the planet. The arrival of the virus is concerning doctors. They fear it could be much more dangerous in such harsh conditions. We know that exposure to extreme weather affects a person's physiology. Isolation, the change in seasonal light, with its seasonal sensitivity, can also be immunosuppressive. We know there are several components that may further affect people and lower their immune systems in extreme conditions, especially with the work they do there. But so far, none of the infected are said to be experiencing serious complications. And with no other countries having reported any cases, there is hope that the outbreak could be containable.
Let's check in now on some other developments in the pandemic. Reports say that the drug maker Pfizer is close to a deal with the U.S. to supply tens of hundreds of millions more doses of its vaccine. In exchange, the government will issue a directive giving it better access to supplies. South Korea has recorded more than 1,000 new daily cases. That is putting the government under pressure over its plans to wait till February to start vaccinations. And the United Arab Emirates' highest Islamic authority has ruled that coronavirus vaccines are acceptable even though they contain pork gelatin. This comes after fears that Muslims would avoid the shot because pigs are considered unclean in Islam.